Hey, everybody. Okay. Oh my gosh. I finally wore my dog out today. So he's hopefully not going to be everywhere. But I am. I'm always that way. Welcome, everyone. Rashima, hi, sweet love. How are you doing? You always show up. Put a like in my like box for me. Um, hey. Hi, everybody. How are you doing? Please put your question in the chat box. I won't forget. I'll scroll up this chat box just to make sure. But I need a like, and then I need subscribers. Even if you don't click the bell, I have a goal. YouTube has to pay me eventually. I mean, I have 1,000 hours, over 1,000 hours, and all this stuff. Did you do what I requested? I'll answer your question. I have a goal as well. And it's not what you think. There's two people and one like. I liked. It's okay. So I give you a like answer. So the reason is it's as simple as this. You haven't found your way. Find it. Thank you for your like. When you subscribe, I'll give you a further reading. But you don't have to have notifications. I'm not asking for that. I'm asking for YouTube to pay me. But yes, it's just because you haven't found your way yet. Oh, you're already subscribed? So this is the thing. If you want the job you want, you're looking for a job for the first time. That's the only reason why. Wherever you go, they know you're not yet experienced. So they're gonna look at so you have to show your face there. Shake their hand. Show them you are a capable. It's crazy how it works. People judge a book by its cover. So show them your cover. Show them that you are a capable person. Your face, your tenacity, your person. They don't know as hard as you're willing to work. And you're willing to. All of it. So show that. Because if you just applied for the job, then your name on a piece of paper. I'm telling you what I've done and how I frequently get jobs. I don't remember a job I haven't gotten because I use this method all the time. It's because that's because according to a job, you're a name on a piece of paper. It's like Schindler's List. They didn't know how many, Jews what was happening because they were just numbers to them until they met them. And then they got a different reaction. All you have to do when it comes to a job is put an application in and then put your face on it. Qualifications, I promise you, 9 times out of 10, you could not be qualified for a job at all, and they'll train you to do it. But put your face, go to that job, even if you apply for 10 jobs, Go to all 10 jobs, all 10 job places, and put a face on the name. And I promise you, you'll get one of them. For real, for real. And you know what? Some people say it's the best advice they ever heard, but it's the truth. The truth will set you free. And don't accept anything just because they offer you some good ass package. Sometimes, good packages come bloody. So make sure. Are you kidding me? My phone is always ringing. Maybe that's confirmation. I don't know. Don't accept the job you want, but make sure you put a face on it. Go to the dean if you were in college. Go to the job if you applied for it. Go over there and say, my name is Andy. How are you doing? The thing is, I'll show you how to do it. Now, do I come from the streets? I mean, I'm from like the dog of them. But I don't show people dog attitude. Even if I show up, and when I show up with my button-down t-shirt, probably a tie on, and a pair of jeans or slacks. I dress the part. Don't ever think you live in life. You just gotta do what you gotta do in this world. Because you know what? At the end of the day, it's like trying to be famous. I want you to discover me. So yeah, I need this good old job. I'm going to show up who I am. But always have a positive attitude. Always shake their hand. Always say, hello, how are you doing? Good morning. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Sometimes people think that that's a submission, and it's not an act of submission. This is an act of, I need this damn job. I'm going to do what I got to do. Once you hire me, I got to show up. And I'm 40 years old. I don't got all these grades for nothing. So I'm telling you how to do it. How to get a job anywhere. How to get any college application. How to get anything. When I wanted to be in college, I showed up. When I wanted to be in at a job, I showed up. I didn't let nobody. Anything you want, you can have. Just depends on how you show up to it. Any person. If you want them back, we already had that discussion. I have this discussion all the time. You have anything you want. I've been a manager. I've been a warehouse worker. I've been a warehouse manager. I've had easy jobs where I just wipe off computers. I have had all the jobs I've ever wanted. Just clean them off and send them off to somebody else. I've had any job I've ever wanted. It's just a matter of how you show up. I've done carpentry. Only thing I have never ever done is clean a pool. I've done everything. I've learned things online and made a career out of it. I've done a lot of things. like a lot. Not like because I'm like here, there, and everywhere. That's not it. I do this. 2022 has been unfair to everybody. Because you have to realize 2019 really hurt the job industry. When COVID came out, a lot of people lost their job. Because when they shut down restaurants, they only needed so many people at that point. So now they need people to work in this world today. Because they'll hire the first pretty face and it don't even work out. Trying to tell you. But what they need, they still don't have nobody. Keep going. If it takes talking to them people 3 or 4 times, keep talking so they put a name to your face. And half the time they hire so many people, they don't even remember the name to the face even. It doesn't matter about experience, sweet. I've done data entry and haven't done a year of high school, college, or anything in data entry. It don't matter. They trained me. I'm right there in their place, knowing I had no experience. They did it. If you go into insurance will train you. They will train you. They'll send you to school. They'll bring you out, and then they'll train you. It's just all in 12-12. What you put your effort in. That's my time clock. That's when I say numbers. This is what you put your effort in. I was a manager of a convenience store before I was actually a manager of a convenience store. Somebody trained me how to be a manager, and then I got the manager job. But the person that trained me how to be a manager, they weren't sound great. They didn't treat their employees right. They paid cash, so they didn't think that they needed to. But then, when they taught me all that stuff, I was a manager at an actual legit convenience store. So, all you got to do is get your foot in the door. Get your foot in that door. Even if they try to close it on it, reopen that beast. There's nothing you cannot have or accomplish. It don't work like that. 9 times out of 10, jobs, there's more people out here that don't want to work than do. So you want a job? Go for it. You don't have to work like a bottom, less paying. You got to live paycheck by paycheck. No. Have you ever seen Erin Brockovich? It's a movie. That woman, she didn't have nothing. And she became a lawyer's assistant. And then she became the highest assistant. And that man paid when they won that one case because of all the work she was willing to do. When they won that one case, and she didn't need an education to do it because she sure didn't have one. She just went in and said, "You're going to hire me because I need the money." Probably in a rude way. You don't want to approach people like that sometimes. But sometimes desperate times come desperate measures, okay? We got to do what we got to do in this world, ladies and gentlemen. Watch Erin Brockovich. Watch those movies that they had to come from the bottom and get to the top. Sometimes the bottom sucks. And yeah, I had to come from the bottom. dark of the bottom of the butt. Like the poop was coming out. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to get where you want to be. And never give up. Ever. Look it up. Never give up. Never give up. Never give up. Never give up. You will get what you want. Just never give up. When it's meant for you, God will send the right person to you. But if these jobs that you're applying for ain't meant for you, because never give up. Ever. I came from I was a foster child. My parents abandoned me. They chose drugs over me. But I never gave up. And now I don't, even though I do have resources from other people, I'd rather not use other people's resources to make it to where I want to be. That's why I say, subscribe. I want YouTube to pay me, not you all. I want to keep this free. I want to keep this free. I want to keep this free. I want people to subscribe so that YouTube pays me. They the big corporate company. But I want to keep this free. Because people like you and me and everybody, hard times are hard times. That's why I do this. I want to keep this free. I want to ask you for a donation, a Cash App, or none of that. Because I've been on YouTube long enough that YouTube should have already been paying me as it is. And they still trying to play games as if. So this is why I do free readings. And they're going to stay free. Because I will never give up on my dream. I don't want to ask the people, the hardworking Americans. You know how hard it is to make it nowadays? You know how much groceries and inflation has gone up? This shit is hard out here. Why am I going to take out of your mouth? When all these corporate companies who I'm actually doing what I want to do and what makes me feel good, and I'm actually doing really well, and they still have all these stipulations. So that's why I ask people to subscribe. You don't have to turn on your notifications. I mean, times out of 10 you should, because I really always have something to say. But I want YouTube to pay me. I don't want your money. That's the point. Do something you love and you'll never not have a job. I make music. I'm on YouTube. I trade stocks. I still get money. I learn things. Not easily. It's stuff that's not easy for nobody else knows how to do. Then 1919, when I learned everything I need to learn, I'm going to teach somebody. It'll still be another financial avenue. So keep on going out there. Keep on applying yourself. That's the important part. Hey, Leo, how you doing, baby? What does Spirit want you to know? You got to ask Spirit a question. You know that. You have to ask Spirit a question. Spirit is very specific, if you haven't learned already. Even when you read, and even when you go to readings, you have to ask a specific question to get a specific answer. They want you to know. Oh God, here it goes. Why am I yawning? I can't stand it. My dog does it too when he's channeling. It's annoying. But you have to ask a question so Spirit can have an answer. So if you have a real question, make it deep so that they can answer. Will I get a music deal soon? Hi, fellow musician. How are you doing? And let me tell you something. You'll get whatever you work for. What was that? What was that movie? The Hustle. Where, hi Taisha, hey baby. Hustle and flow. Hustle and flow. You remember that movie? He didn't think he was gonna get a music deal. Remember? My favorite actress. I love her so much. I ain't for real. Still to this day. They didn't think they were gonna get a music deal. But they got it. They started from the trenches. I mean, they had like no AC and a fan blowing. And we have it better nowadays. Put a like on my box because you know what? Yes, you'll get what you want as long as you're willing to keep up the good work you're doing. I have venues. If you want music, I have a venue here. I'm a promoter. I have a venue here. You can get a venue. Look at the box and just write me about it. I get you a venue. You just got to keep it up. Everybody can get a music deal. People are just not willing to do the work for it. And music is hard work. It's one of those things where everybody plays the piano, everybody plays the drum, everybody sings, everybody raps. But you know what? I don't give a shit. I'm the best of them. So go show it. Is there somebody wishing? Spirit never wishes ill on you. Spirit will tell you that somebody is wishing ill on you by your body, by what's going on around you. And you know what? You know what I do? I don't even fight the person. I do this. I sage and Palo Santo and dragon blood, they devilish ass out of my energy. I clean my house to change the synergy. You know, and then when I started putting my music out, so many people liked it. I know now. And don't take it off, Leo, because these are saved and then you reject it and it still comes on there anyway. And then it shows your rejection. So moment by moment. But I clear people energy out of my stuff. And when I started putting my music out, so many people liked it. They wanted to collab. I was like, hold on. I need to take this off because I haven't put forth the effort. Well, I have, but this month I will be putting forth the effort to make sure I protect my music, my words, my likeness. So this month I will be going to a lawyer, making sure I get myself protected with my music. And then I'm going to release so much music you can't even see straight. I don't even need When I write, I speak music. I don't even have to write it. Like Lil Wayne said, I don't write shit because I ain't got time. I ain't got time. I speak music. The words just flow out of my mouth like it's supposed to be heard. Can you do it? Man, like I didn't even think I could at my age, and I did it. Do it. You're very welcome. I'm telling you, go after it. 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 Whatever you want, go after it. Unless it's somebody that ghosted you and they stupid. Don't go after that. Everybody may ask a question. Just put your question in the chat box. I read everything. Taisha, how do I get a toxic person out of my life for good? Stop opening the door. Put their ass out and don't open that damn door no more. If you make a crack in the door and you even answer your phone, then they gonna stay in there. Truth. They'll look. My ex is going through the same thing. She got a toxic ass baby daddy. Toxic as no, get out. Told my ex, I will call CPS on his own child, so his mama loses so she lose her child that she had with him, just so he can stay in her house for free. And then if he don't get to stay, he will call everybody and the cops and her landlord. That's toxic as all get out. Stop opening the door. And I told her the same thing. Stop opening the door. Stop opening the door. Stop letting them in. If they think they can, they will. Elisa, have you put yourself out there for love? Sweet love? Nobody knows who. Okay, it's like me. I don't know my neighbors unless I say hi to them. So I walk my dog and I say hi to every one of my neighbors. So so just keep going. Life is short. There will be a love life. You don't have to throw yourself into something, but you can so put yourself available for something. Give me 1 second. Let me go get my wine and I will tell you what to do. I will tell you. I can't get rid of people nowadays. Like carpentry. Everybody needs a carpet or linoleum in their house. Everyone's real name is Linda. Yes. Everybody put your question in the chat box. I see your question. Ask Taisha. Hi, baby. I see your question. Ask Ariana. I see your question. If I will read it, but don't be sneaky because lies don't make a truth. Just put it in the chat box. I'll be right back. Restroom, wine. Just put it in the chat box. Everybody stay here. Everybody stay here. Okay, everybody. And I hope you all are still here that wanted an answer. Hi, sweet loves. I'm so glad that you guys are really communicating with each other. Because that's how you found love. That's how you find love. Like, for real. Communication rules the nation. And my daddy taught me that. Yeah, I used to be a shy person. Like, I thought communication was, but he taught me like a whole different world of communication. I mean, he got so many women running in and out of his house. I'd be like, hey, daddy, you really need to be careful. Like, chip out. Like, don't do it like that. That's, I mean, for real. But I sure don't want to lose you. But he also said, communication rules the nation. You can get whatever you like. I said, what? I tried it. It actually works. I've always been a very good communicator. That's what my job is for. I have several different sources of income. Like, I'm a party promoter. So I have to talk to a bunch of different ladies all the dang gone time. I'm not interested in them in that way, but I do have to. Because ladies, if there's a bunch of ladies, it'll bring a bunch of men, and I just party promoted. And every woman and man that hit the party, and then they get to meet each other, and then they get to Rashima, thank you so much for your goddessness. Excuse me. Somebody doesn't want me to say this, but it's the truth. You have to go somewhere that's fun, that there's men. Yeah, you may run into some people, some of them that have children and all that, and a wife and all that stuff. No. Ask all the good questions. But always be willing to say hi, how you doing? You don't want to go to, like, if church is fun for you, go to church. 33:44 on the clock. I promise you. If you're a clubber and you like to go out to clubs, go to the club. But don't be the person sitting in the corner with a best friend and don't say hi to nobody and walk out like a man that's going to walk up to you. They might, but is that the one you want? Find what you with me for real. Why? I used to just walk around that club. Men would tell me, "Hey, B, are you sure? Are you sure you only like ladies? I mean, come on now." I'm like, I'm sure. You can take yourself on and meet one of these nice single ladies. I'm sure what I want. I don't gotta lie about it. Be careful to be, because I'm take your lady. Feel me? Be careful of me. Not be careful of me. I'm just playing. That's that's a joke. But I wouldn't do that to nobody. And I introduced half of my friends to they ladies. Because they were like, B. The lady came to me, but they were straight. And then the man came to me and he's straight. And I said, hey, look, here's two straight people. Let me hear y'all say hi to each other. Hi, how are you doing? All of a sudden they're in a relationship. A pair of lips is to be spoken. And closed mouths don't get fed. Can you eat out of a closed, you put stitches in it and you just sitting in the corner with your best friend? Closed mouths don't get fed. Don't take that, cut the stitches off. Go over there and talk. And you know what? A man loves a confident woman. And a confident woman loves a confident man. So don't date somebody underneath you, because that will end real quick. As soon as you have to support him too much, he want to come in your house and like run everything. But he don't got no support. He's on your couch with Nintendo games while you spend 8 hours and 10 hours at work just trying to pay the bills. We don't want that either. We don't want the drug dealers. That's not what we want. Because I ain't gonna have my house kicked in by the laws and we're questioning whether or not. We don't want that either. So be selective. When you learn this tactic, then you get to be selective. I promise you, they're going to come like flies on poo-poo. Okay? Flies on poo-poo. I promise you. All you got to do is say, hi, how you doing? I said, hi, how you doing to a whole lot of people. Thank you so much, Keisha. I say, hi, how you doing? It's my job to promote. But it's not my job to take on everybody else's poo-poo they have in their life. So I apply that to my relationship. It is not my job for me to take on poo-poo in the lady's life. Hello, can I please ask? Yes, you can. And thank you. That part. You're going to have a cup. Okay? You know the card, the Two of Cups? Y'all seen enough of these readings? And then they're sitting there right here, and there's like something in between them. I mean, for real. But the real analogy is the Two of Cups makes a chalice. 1 cup, 2 cups makes a chalice. That's marriage. I'm combining you with me. That's the ultimate love, right? That's what we want. You don't have to come poop in my pumpkin pie if I got a cup. I'm not going to let you poop in it. I don't want your page of cup. Fish having ass. I know. I feel you. I'm single out here too. Bashara, just listen and you'll find out. Because you know what? If you don't stay long enough to get the message, thank you very much for your confirmation, then you will want me to tell you something that is untrue. And a lot of people are going through the same thing. You got to be strong. You know what? Do you think I can't have nobody in here right now? You know what my rule of thumb was and is still today? I go to the club. Even if I meet somebody, I still come home alone. Because I want to have a phone call, have a date, somebody to get to know me, and I still get to close my legs until we know each other. Because you know what? When you close your legs till you know each other, it creates passion. And passion and love are very different from the one night stand stuff. And then you end up arguing all the dang on time. I'm not about to do it. Put me on a chastity belt. Because there ain't a man in this world that don't need a piece. But I promise you. And then all of a sudden, after that one night stand, you find out about his wife and his children, or girlfriend and his children. And any man that got a girlfriend and some kids, they ain't worth a damn no way. They ain't willing to commit to her. And they had kids together. How you gonna have kids with somebody? Several of them. Or you got 5 kids by 5 different baby mamas. Those are the baby. No, baby. Not little baby. Not little baby. You ain't grown up yet. I'm a grown ass woman. Play with me like that. I don't even want to hear your story. At that point, you got 5 kids by 5 different baby mamas. That means you wasn't committed to none of them. You just had a bunch of babies. So whenever you down and out, you have a house or a couch to sleep on. Or my bedroom? Are you Kidding me? Get your ass on. Find a solid one. Solid men, they're so hard to find. That's the point. That's the point. Is that what's worth having? Thank you very much for your confirmation. Things that are worth having are sometimes a lot hard to get. But are you going to spread your wing, yourself to everybody? 4141. Don't spread your wings to everybody. You know what? I actually cannot say, I can say that that's not true. I've met solid men. I mean, so solid. They called an Uber at almost 2 hours from my dang on house and paid the Uber to drive them to my house to take me out to eat, knowing I'm a ladies' lady, and still did it. I can call somebody. I can call a solid man right now and say, "Can you come pick me up? I need to go somewhere." They'll come. There are solid men out here. I just am not a man lady. I'm a ladies' lady. So unfortunately for them, it just kind of didn't work out that way. But then I get, problem is, if I try to be their friend, why won't you be with me? Why won't you be with me? I get that. Oh my God, Jesus. If I hit it one more time. One more time. Why won't you be with me? I love you. Why won't you be with me? I want to be with you. I want to be with you. I mean, I thought we were going to be more than this. They come into all kinds of ways. I thought, no, you cannot have me and myself and I because you bought me a $5 breakfast. $10, even if it was $20. If you Ubered yourself here, that's your payment. But you cannot buy me a breakfast, call it a date one time, and then I'm in a relationship with you. I'm supposed to open my legs because you bought me a breakfast. Baby, I believe in chivalry. You are not about to do me like that. You better grow up a little bit. I'm a little boy. If you want to know, just if anybody has a question, just put it in the chat box. And then second, I need you to subscribe. You don't have to have the notification bell on to subscribe. So you don't have to get all those notifications on your phone. I do that all the time, and I get a bunch of notifications because I have a bunch of readers that I really like. But I do subscribe to them so they show up, so I can definitely see their reading when I need to. Whether to Henna, you are confused on whether to give exams. Don't give away things that people don't earn. That's the same in any aspect of your life. Husband, wife, girlfriend, friend, whatever. If they don't earn it, don't just give shit away. My college professors, they ain't just gonna give me an A. They gonna give me exams and stuff. You don't need a reading for that. You know better. Hi, first from Trinidad. Will Ricardo Charles come back to me? The question is, do you want them back? After all they did to leave? 45. Do you want that person back? Depends on the circumstance. Maybe. What's the circumstance? Why is it a maybe? Did you do something? You cannot tell me, but God knows. So the spirit and universe. You did something. So I knew that. Because no woman wants a deranged man back. The only reason why you want him back is because something happened on your side. And if you want him back and nothing happened on your side and your side of the street is clean, let me ask you something. Have you apologized and do you think you deserve him back? Do you think you deserve them back? Have you apologized? Are you sitting over there acting with the act? I wonder what your sign is. Like this. Here's Ricardo. Here's the other guy. Your kid or whoever. Are you doing this? Are you doing like this? Everybody can have a resting bitch face. You're a Sagittarius? I'm a Sagittarian. Everybody can have a resting bitch face. But you need to dig in your Sagittarian. Because we are kind. And we are nice. And we are sweet. And yes, we can make mistakes. 47, but you just have to be willing to apologize. And just now, the thing is, you have to wait for forgiveness. You have to be willing to wait for forgiveness. It's not easy to do that. I know you apologize many times. I've done it. But you have to wait for forgiveness. Because some people's hearts, people will say things and people will make things, they'll make a mountain out of a molehill. Even though you didn't mean it. But they want to make sure that even if they came back, you are not going to make the same mistake again. And that is important. Don't nobody want people to just keep making mistakes in their life. And don't you ever be mistaken. Mistaken. Then do it. Because if they won't forgive you 9 times out of 10, depending on their sign, they just won't. Especially if it's a water sign or Libra, or certain signs are just kind of like that. They rather have their way, even if you're sorry about that. Did you need a read from me? Did you read for me? They're Taurian. Oh goodness. It'll be a minute. I might have missed it. I did do a read for you. I did answer your question. I did. But I'll most definitely answer it again. Let me go back up. What's coming towards you? How do you spell? I hope I say this right. Brisha. What is coming towards you? You can have whatever you like. Yeah. So if you want the best of jobs, it is coming. Thank you so much for telling me. Bushra. Let me tell you, Bushra. You can have whatever you like. It's your life to live. How many of them are you going to have wondering? You can wonder in this world all you'd like. Then you hit the twists and turns and then this and that. I do. I can have whatever I like. Who wrote that song? T.I. Stacks on me, Patron on ice. And we can pop bottles all night, because baby, you can have whatever you like. A sound, stable, happy family. Do you have a family? Because if you don't have one yet, I guess you got it. It's a building time. It depends. I can't say, and it doesn't make you wrong for saying, I do have a family that I want to make a sound, stable, happy family. Let me tell you something. And I'll tell you the truth. I want to make a sound, stable, happy family. If you have one, then you steps ahead of me. All you have to do is be there anytime your family needs you. And not like in a financial way. That's kind of stupid. But in a way of, can we all have dinner on Sunday night together so we can have a night that we spend together? Even if we fight. Because the point is, in the first place, we're getting rid of all the strife, all the BS, all that. Sit at dinner at night on one night a week, and you better be here. I'm your mama. I said so. A family that stays together and prays together is one happy family. And they'll never forget that of your relationship. That mama made sure we were always together. So if mama is not here no more, we will always have that cup. Are you and your husband together? Are y'all united? Yes. Then mama makes the rules. And I said, bring your ass here on Sunday and every day for dinner on Sunday. Because it's family day. And if you want a solid family, you have to have family time. You're separated from, oh Lord, what happened? His mama? Kick his ass, kick him in his behind. I know. I was about to cuss. Reconcile for the kids. It's still family day. You don't have to be in a relationship with this person for this person to know it's family day on Sunday. I don't care who you with. You better bring your external shit. But this right here is your family. You created these kids. They want you here. Women need to put on a pair of boots and take off them high heels. Because sometimes you got to stick a boot in a man's behind to get him to do what he has to do for his family he created. Well, then he should not, if he's a lovely father, he should not have any problem with a once a week family day, whether you're together or not. What you two have going on has nothing to do with your children. Your children are to be raised. Unless you got a booty baby daddy. And I can't say what I meant to say on Facebook. Family Day is a day mama cooks. Kids come and they help her. Daddy shows up. Even if y'all ain't together, y'all have one meal and go where you need to go after. But you have conversation. You have laughter. That's family. That's unity. A family that prays together stays together. Okay? You need to stop being jealous. Jealousy is for fools. It took me a long time to learn that. And I mean it. Because when my ex found a new, and I had 2 exes to find a new that I really, really loved. But you know what? I realized, what am I jealous for? If you're creating havoc, then you're the problem and why you can't have your family day. And the only reason why you have your family day is because you have an agenda to get your husband back. That's not the agenda. The agenda is keep your family intact. Even if there's no wedding ring or marriage behind it. Because family day means it's you who made my kids, me who created my kids, and my children who need to be happy and remember these together moments for the rest of their lives. That's family day. Now, if you want your husband back, stop involving your kids, because that's manipulation. And don't do that. God sees it in every time and in every situation. You have to earn him, but it has nothing to do with family day and your children. So don't call it that. Say you want your man back. And at that point, what did you do to lose him? Or what did he do to leave you there? Sometimes they cheat on you, lie to you, and you still end up in the same situation as the person that did something wrong. They were the cheater, they were liars, and still situations ended up the same. Y'all are not together. It's just a point in your life where you realize, I rolled the dice and it was not to match your numbers. It was just what it was, but I was happy to have the experience and I need to let go so my family can be happy. What's going on in your mind, they don't know about, and I know it. But I need to let go so your family can be happy. It's not, you don't get to choose his next partner. He don't get to choose yours. So if it's a crazy lady, look here. That is another problem. 10111 on your clock. Go ahead. Timestamp it. If it's a crazy lady, you don't get to choose who he dates. However, one thing I really learned is family is me, my mama, my daddy, and my brother. If she can't get along with us, then leave her ass at home. And that's what you need to say. If she can't, if she come over here with all that goddamn drama, so you can open his eyes to what she's doing. But if you're the problem, then they will open your eyes to what you're doing. But tell them, leave that crazy woman at home if she's crazy. But if you the one the problem, then I don't even know why you inviting them in the first place. Have a family night with your damn children. Grow up. Grow up. Your children one day will have grandchildren. Great. And then they'll have grandchildren, and then you'll be great. And then they'll have children, and then they'll have children. Are you really willing to risk this over a loudmouth female sitting in your house at your dinner table? What are you doing? I don't think so, miss. I'd rather have my children have grandchildren and they couldn't have grandchildren than miss it, because I'm so focused on who somebody else is dating. Leave it. If it don't work out, leave them both at home. Let them go about their business. I have children, and my kids really love me, and I want to be the best mother I can ever be. And one day, their children will have children, and their children will have children, and their children will have children. Do you actually want to miss that? I don't think so. Thank you. It's a crazy factor of life that some people can start to be like so focused on one thing that they miss everything. You miss all this. You miss every day. You so busy thinking about the man you don't have that you miss Christmas. You miss Thanksgiving. You miss Halloween. These are holidays in my country. However, not everybody has the same holidays. And some people are not going to stay to hear the truth. And I said that so many times in my readings. Like, some people aren't going to stay to hear the truth. I expect it. Because the truth is heartening and it's something you have to accept. It took me a long time to accept the truth. Even from my cards. It doesn't matter why they left. The fact is, they did. And this is the time for me to work on myself. And become a me. Hi, Susanna. What would you like to know? I'm more of an intuitive reader, but I will most definitely pull cards if I feel like you need it. but expect me to have an answer to your question. Hi, sweet. Thank you for coming. If you don't mind, can you put a like on my like board? It don't cost nothing. But if you do like my reading and you really understand it, can you please subscribe? You don't have to hit the notification bell so you get all those notifications on your phone or whatever. Hello, the coast. How are you doing? Oh my gosh, I ain't gonna lie. I wish I lived in Costa Rica so I could go to the beach every day and swim in the ocean. I don't. I actually live in a place for a reason that don't make sense to me. The closest water is a swimming pool. I'm moving. Thank you. You made me like realize that. You know, when I lived close to the water, I went swimming every day. Every single day. Oh, really? So, go there. Do you not feel a sense of peace when you get there? Have you ever meditated at the ocean and just listened to the waves? You need to. And it's not a meditation. All you have to do, you know the best way to meditate? Pull out a blanket, make you a sandwich and some grapes and a bag of chips and pull out your blanket. And while you eat that sandwich, even if it's just like 30 minutes, it's worth it. It's worth it. And if you enjoy it, move closer to the beach. If you got your clarity, move closer to what makes sense. I have super anxiety too. I'm not even gonna lie. I have so much anxiety, I don't even sleep at night. I think I was up doing this until like 3 in the morning last night. And then I woke up at 8 because I was anxious about whether my stock hit its margin. I mean, I only had like, what, 5 hours of sleep last night. I'm very confused. What are you confused about, sweet? I don't think you're that confused. I think you know the answer. You know the answer. It's just that if you go this way, somebody will have something to say about it. If you go this way, somebody will have something to say about it. If you go this way, somebody will have something to say about it. But if you stay confused, nobody has nothing to say. You scared of what your family will say, your children will say, your this will say, your that will say. Tell me I'm not right. Put it in the chat box. You're wrong. The thing is, you're scared about whether he's going to come back too. So it feels like you're stuck in a box. Honestly, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you who you are right now. You want a card reading? I'll show you. You feel like you're stuck in a box. Where is she? It's not even that one. Where is she? Where's she at? Give me a second. They're right here. Give me a second. I'll show you what it is. I'll show you. And it'll make sense to you when I show you. And I'm picking your cards for you for a reason. And I'm going to show you. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Oh, here she is. That is the answer. God, Source, Universe said so. This is you. You see you right there? Thank you for your confirmation. Do you see you right there? Because of this. Because of somebody's choices and the tower moments, and then you don't know now because you've been this. Let's say this was the middle card of all of this. This is the middle card of all of this. So because you don't know now, because you feel stuck and bound, that you don't see God's gift right in front of you and worried about the cups that's been let down. That's your tower. And then on top of that, you are sitting here waiting for what? All these cups of apology. But this is you. But you realize about this card, this woman is standing on the water and the earth. She's grounded. Nothing you're doing is not making sense. It's just that you feel bound up. Like you have to. None of these swords. It's not the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords, guys, that guy has like all kinds of knives in his back. Like every sword, every dang on sword in his back. Let me find it. If you want to see it, but you know what I'm talking about right now. And you know what? The Star card takes the water from this ground, or is feeding water to this water, and then it can also stand solid on its ground. But these swords are not touching this woman, and she's truly not bound. I mean, seriously. She could walk at any time, any direction, and cut all these ropes off like somebody should. She could go to this sword, cut the ropes off, and walk away. But she feels like she's bound. And then it keeps her up like this every night. I see you. It's like I see into you. So you have to Six of Swords this. And you know what? That's what this means. Six of Swords means take what you've earned and what you've got and sail away from all the heartache, the thoughts, the pain, and all this love around you. And this person decided to get in this ship with you. Because if you have children, take that and walk away from anger, frustration, and strife. Because look, I'll show you. person had all this empty cups in front of them, but they walked away from it. And you remember, like, if you see the death card, they have all these same cups, but they're worried about the ones that spilled over. And the thing is, take a break, like for real. See? 5 of Cups. 6 cups to the 5 of Cups. Worried about the ones that spilled over. And you still got your 2 of Cups behind you. But you're giving in to whatever is keeping you from having your 2 of Cups. Your balance. You feel me? So look, and I don't pick cards. My hands, I always trust them. If my hands say, and if my mind, it goes in with my intuition. Look, did I say the Star card? Let me ask you. This same woman has the ability to do this as well. Her feet are on the earth and the water. And the Star card has chosen, instead of being bound up, she has chosen to pour into and not to give up. This is the give up card. Don't ever give up. Hi, Zara. Just because some old crazy person had a fish in their cup, that means I got somebody. I want to be the Knight of Cups, but I got somebody looking at me and I'm looking at them. And then I also want to offer you my cup. Like I said, look, do you want to be this? Yes, you can ask a question. Do you want to be this guy? Or do you want to be this one? And at any point in time, you can rub all this off on one of these swords standing right beside you and fight for your life. Because when you fight for your life, then you get this. How is today? When I saw Sophie, she's my crush. Now that, Zara, is cute. That's cute. Zara, let me tell you. You're going to have to tell her you have a crush on her, even if you're a lady. You're going to have to tell her. Seeing her and being with her and being there in her essence is very different. So if you hide behind the sidelines, all you get is sidelines. Susanna, you're not going to be alone. Have you lost your mind? Look, 212020 when I said it. You're not, girl, you ain't going to be alone. Have you lost your mind, lady? I mean, are you dead yet? You have to, and Zara, you have to tell her. If you ain't dead yet, then you ain't gonna be alone forever. You just taking all them fucking swords out of your back. That's some bull. I mean, for real. That's Taurus energy. That's some bullshit. Don't poop in your pumpkin pie. Don't think you're gonna be alone. You think I think I'm single? That don't mean I'm gonna be alone forever. I have suitors. I just don't want all of it. I just don't want the ones that's been presented to me. And Spirit knows it. 21 o'clock. I raised my value. Therefore, I raised the value of the person that needs to be in my life. They have to at least be at my value. If it's not meant for you, it won't happen for you. But I know Spirit's not gonna leave you alone. And I mean that in every way. You have that self-growth, in-growth, outgrowth, next boyfriend, girlfriend, and all of it. They ain't about to leave you nowhere. Alone. Come on. Okay. Let me tell you, Susanna. I'll tell you something. If you want his crazy behind that's done all this stuff to you back, go back. I told my ex that. Both of them. I said, if you want crazy back, go to crazy. Get your ass. And don't come back here until you learn the lesson. Or don't come back at all. You never will. Go for it. Who are you on this side of the fence? You want crazy back? Go get it. Did it end up well in the first place? Are you willing to stand up for yourself and say no, even if they do come back? They just gonna sleep. And then they're gonna find a way to do the same thing again. Because people are creatures of habit. And they have a habit of mistreating you, then they will have a habit of doing it again. So do you want them back? Or do you want to live your life and go find yourself, cut that shit off, and go find yourself somebody else? Justice. Give them their justice. Because sometimes justice is given. I said no, little boy. Keep your childish ass over there. Go and sleep around and all this shit. Try to sit here and act like you're going to juggle me. And then leave me out of cold again. That's what your cards came up as. That's the future of what you have going on if you keep going in this direction. Do you keep wanting? Do you keep what, you going to come back and give them your cup of love again? Are you going to stand up in victory? Hangman, that's what you need to think about. What the fuck has happened? Forget the love stuff. If you take all the love out of it, what the fuck has happened? Then find out. Motherfucker was greedy and disrespectful and dishonorable. He sat there and cut you off, and he ran off at the same time, thinking he was going to find the 10 of cups and give his cup of love to somebody else. And now you looking like this, wondering. Don't do that. Cut that stuff off. And make sure, like the Emperor, you are steadfast about it. Because the Two of Swords, you don't want no indecision about love or stability. And if you don't know that yet, you need to be strong and you need to be strong and motherfucking have patience for the things that make you happy. Okay? Just sit where you at, because you sure as hell don't want no sneaky shit. So if you want the sneaky shit, go back. Go. Nobody's stopping you. But you know what's best. You know the answer to your question. You know how it needs to be versus what you want. Bria, I will answer your question. Give me 1 second because I'm on Zara. Zara, here's the message. Your card message. Stop sneaking around like you don't like her. Because you know what? I think that she's your Two of Cups. I mean it. Like a pinnacle and then a brand new beginning too. But y'all keep keeping it a secret from each other. So what are you going to do? Even if she, Knight of Swords, your ass, you still an empress no matter what. You still got your own pinnacle and you still working on you and you still doing the best you can. You're not trying to heartbreak. You want to be the heart in the middle. So go get your 9 to the 10. Manifest your 9 to the 10. It doesn't matter if they say no. Wheel of Fortune can spin in any direction because God does not affect other people's choices. But the Devil card, don't be scared and sit up all night and wonder if she's going to come with you. Because at the end of the day, you worried over nothing. Kept yourself blocked. 10 of Swords, your dang self. Wonder if she got somebody else. And honestly, look, here comes your Hierophant and your 10 of Pentacles. That's the family card. So shit, Queen of Wands is shit. So you can get what you want. Swallow your pride. You know what? I'm a ladies' lady. So okay. Sometimes it's really hard to say to another person that and especially when a lady is not supposed to be a ladies' lady in their country. That's really freaking hard. Because then you have to deal with family and all they shit and being cut out and then they guardedness and all this mess that they start in your life. But you an empress. Walk away from their bullshit so you can have your Ace of Cups. Okay? I'll pick them up as they came. Shit. King of Wands, that shit, so you can have your world and manifest. And you know what? Make sure you protect the energy in which you have. That you get. Bree, you can change your question, ask the same question, do the question, whatever you got to do. Ace of Wands, put death to Zara, put death to manifesting. Ace of Pentacles for motherfucking somebody else. It's just stressful. Grand Rising, sweet love. I'm going to have to shuffle my cards because I had to go through all my cards for Zara. But she needs to know these things. My mom's sister's jealous of my future success. Are you serious? So, let them be jealous. You can't help how jealous somebody is of something you're doing that is for the best for yourself. How you gonna let somebody tell you you can't win? If you know you're the fastest runner in the race. Get your life. And I mean that in both ways. You're very welcome, sweet. Thank you, Zara, for coming. Are they jealous? Do you feel like they are? I mean, you feel like you can feel when somebody trying to hold you back. Come on. Thank you so much for subscribing. You can feel when somebody's trying to hold you back and keep you from being the best you. You know it. Use your intuition. Some people may hide it from you and tell you, no, you shouldn't go to college. You should marry a man and not be the best you. You can feel it. You know it. Otherwise, you wouldn't have this question. You don't need a card to read that. If you question, you know what, my mama, like literally, she gave birth to me. But she loved her son more. So even though I'm a really good and great musician, she nurtured his music. And when she met me, she acted like I was nothing compared to him. So what do you think? I know I'm the shit. I don't know about you, Bree. I don't know about you, but I know whatever I want, I can get. Don't nobody tell you what you can't do. And if they're telling you what you can't do, yes, they are. They trying to hold you to that BS they stuck in. I'm telling you, my brother can do no wrong. He can shit on her bed and she still clean it up for him and still be okay with it. He's done more shit than I have and she's okay with it. But me, she act like if I want to go home to my own house and I spend the night at her house, she tried to beat me up on the side of the highway. Nah, sir. Not me. That way. Not me. You know what? Matter of fact, both of y'all, take y'all asses on. I moved 4 cities over to get away from they crazy asses. Him and her. With his bottle-feeded, bed, silver spoon having ass. And then I did it to my second family too. I'm adopted. She gave me up for foster care, my mother. And then when I met her again, she was trash. She trashed me again. I moved cities away from her. And then my adopted parents, I moved at least 2 cities away, 3 cities away from them. You got me messed up. Because when you had me, you used me to pay off your mortgage like a foster kid. I could have stayed in foster care and did that. I'm not saying you moving to another state. Let me tell you something. When you move, you're not moving to run away from the problem. I let them know what my problem is and why I'm moving. Guess what? I couldn't get that lady off my phone I've been living here for 2 years. Can't get nothing now when I'm off my damn line to save my life. But let me tell you something. If they don't call you no more, are you really missing anything? Somebody that told you what you can't do? Not me. I shoved them all off with both my feet. Get the fuck on. Get the F away from crazy people. I don't care what they are related to you. It's like going to a club and you keep meeting crazy people. You stop going to a club. It's like going to a bar. I mean, it's like going to a swimming pool and living in a house or living in an apartment. If you live in an apartment, you keep meeting crazy people, and she mad because you owe her $40. I send you $40 to give her. Not literally, but the point is, it's 220s. How fucking crazy can you be? No family should ever argue over money. What does money a family make? A family that prays together stays together. That's why you should leave. Stay, and not like leave in like a physical way. You don't have to leave your home. You don't have to leave. Change your phone number. Teach your ass something. If you do have to change your address, make it a long way from them if they continue to act the way they act. Because why are you going to sit there in drama and you don't have to? You have a family to raise, you want a boyfriend to get, whatever your case is. You really going to sit there in all day drama? Okay, so I don't care what to come. A pair of lips will say anything. She only says that because she wants you to stay. So that she can have something to keep pointing in your face like this. You can't move because you owe me money. You can't have a granddaughter because you owe me money. You can't have a husband because you owe me money. You can't have a life because you owe me money. I don't know, baby. Get your ass on. This is my life. And mama, by the way, I don't owe my mama nothing. You raised me. If you didn't want to help me grow in my life, then you shouldn't have had a child. But you did. And now I'm going to live my life. You know what? Matter of fact, I'm moving all the way to Rotama Beach with or without you and still make it. I had a mama like that. I did. Trust me. Not a mama. My dad was like that. Even though when he adopted me, he made money, he tried to act like I owed him money all my life. Like for real, I just felt in debt all my life to him. When he adopted me, they paid him every month to pay his mortgage till his house was paid off. But when I borrowed $20, I owe him money. Fuck, get your stupid ass on. I don't care if you think you're smarter than me. Ain't you about a dumb bitch? Hi, princess. How are you, sweet? I'm so sorry. I lost my tenacity. Ain't he about a dumb person? And then the second he could, he kicked me out. And second, my adopted parents could, they kicked me out their family. Why? Get your life, and I'll have mine. I am okay, ma'am. Thank you, princess. Sweet. What's your question, sweet love? I don't get. If it don't make dollars. Wait, that's the wrong thing to say. If it don't make sense, it don't make sense. Does this person want to marry you? I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I'll tell you something. If a man wants to marry you, there's nothing hidden about it. Except the ring. They'll hide that shit. Even if they gotta bury it until the day they ask you. So just be patient, sweet. Live the experience because the experience is what you need. Whether it goes left or right, if you're happy, then don't poop in your pumpkin pie. Just live the experience. Of course, everyone can ask a question. Leave it in the question box. I will get to it, I promise. And please, if you don't mind, you don't necessarily have to have like the notification button every time I'm on here. But you, please, if you don't mind, subscribe. I'm trying to get my subscribers up. So YouTube can pay me for answering these free questions because I always want my channel to be free. Tira, Princess, hell no. Don't propose to a man. Chivalry is not dead. And men in historic should propose to a woman. You deserve it. And if he doesn't, now here comes the judgment. What should you do? Are you going to stay in this relationship? I was in a relationship for 10 years. Somebody forced me into it. That marriage. Our relationship lasted longer than our marriage. So you have to judge your situation, sweet love. What do I need to know right now to guide me towards my future self? Growth. Do you know that every day that you live, you grow? Every time, like right now, if I wouldn't usually do this, but if I take off my glasses and I walk outside and I walk by my swimming pool and I jump in the water and I love the feel of it, it's growth. Just to grow. Don't let nobody bring you back or down. That's why I told Miss Lady, Princess, what I'm telling her. It's not her job. She is a lady. So let the man propose. And if the man doesn't propose, then you have some judgment to make. Post judgment on this shit. Because if you haven't proposed by now and you know I'm a good woman, then why am I here? Fuck them. Bye. I bet you they propose after that. And then make them wait a really long time and make them tell you why they didn't propose in the first place. I was in a relationship. I was in a marriage. If I didn't propose, it's because I wasn't sure. But when I was sure, when I was in a relationship with someone else, it just took less time. So it's up to you. What is your worth? Hi. Is somebody hiding their feelings, princess? Excuse me. So, let him hide them. That's not your problem. That is his inner child wounding. And if it affects you in a negative way, you need to let him know in a real aggressive way. Mandela Mills. Hi, does my child's father, Henry, still want his ex B? Pisces. I caught him talking about their past together. I can tell you something about that. Look, I need some ice. I gotta go to the restroom. Like real bad. Because it's been 1 hour, 47 minutes, and 17 seconds. I'm gonna go to the restroom. I'm gonna give you some thought. If you stay here, I have an answer for you. Actually, I already know it. I just gotta do what I gotta do. Okay? I met him cheating on her, if it matters. It does. Give me a second. It's 5:11, 5 viewers, 11, and the clock says 47, 50, 52. Give me a second. Give me a second. Oh my God. So do I have an answer for you? And not like in a hurt way, but what you should do. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's going to be 5 minutes. I got to take my dog out. My baby's sitting right here, waiting for me to take him out, trying to hold his pee laying down. Like if he gets too excited, he will pee on my floor. And like, I don't want my house to smell like dog pee. So let me take my dog out and let me put ice in my cup. I'm going to go to the restroom. 3-minute break time. Put your question in the chat box. I'll be right back, loves. Okay, I gotta go back. I'll send you out. Okay. Come on, Papa. Go, buddy. Come on. Come on. No, we're not gonna play. We're going potty. Come on. Let's go potty. It's been raining. You're not gonna like it anyway. Raining outside. goodness. So, okay. Thank you so much for staying if you stayed. This is the last part of my segment. Because my dog wants to go outside. It's been raining for a little minute. So, I have to take him for a walk. So, okay. Okay. So, you met him cheating on her. And you wonder about your future together. So, the question is, you met a man child. Which means he ain't grown up yet. He cheated on the person he was already with. You met a man child. Do you want him? This man child? A lot of people don't want to hear that. Son, sit down. You ate like twice already. I just don't want her to feel like she won. She didn't. She has a man child too. She got to deal with him cheating and lying and all his BS too. Like, what do you mean she won? Actually, you won. You just don't realize it yet. How didn't you win if you got rid of a loser? Somebody that just don't. He just don't. Let him make a couple of babies with her. And he's still going to not be there. Is that what you want for yourself? He's a man child. Men do this frequently. Look, let it happen. I did when it came to my wife. My wife was a woman child. She didn't know what she had when she had it. Now she keeps calling me. Even I haven't called her number, touched her Facebook, none of that. She calls me, touch my number, touch my Facebook, all of that. Why? When you had me, you had me. But as soon as you could, you had babies by a man child. And now you regret it. Excuse me. Karma can go in any direction. It just depends on how you look at it. I mean, who really won here? The person that was really devoted or the person that couldn't keep their penis in their pants? He probably got a woman child himself. Somebody that just don't give a shit. You know, I was with a lot of people that's kind of like, I was with people, I know a lot of people who's kind of like that. They had a girlfriend at home and want to be in my bed. And I said, oh, no, baby. Get your ass on with your childish ass. Why he got a baby over here? I know a guy that literally has 7 kids by 7 different women. Like, I know him. And he's younger than me. Who won this war? Really? Love yourself. Who won? He's younger than me. Like in his 30s, like early 30s. He's been doing this since he was a kid. I met him when he was a kid, before he had any children. because I'm a party promoter. It's what I do. So when he was a kid, I was the one letting him in the club when he was old enough to get in there, 18. And in the time that I've known him, he's like 32. He has 7 kids by 7 different women. Who won this war? Let him have it. You know what? Matter of fact, let that dog lay with his motherfucking fleas. Have you learned yet who the hell you are? Okay? Okay, little baby? That's, you don't wish karma on nobody. That's magic. Don't. Just say something really like cool, like I wish him the best. And you rebound yourself. I mean, how many people out here are there? And it's so easy to find someone else. I mean, you have no idea how easy it is when you let go of this mug and just to say hi to someone, meet someone in a club, walk down the street exercising. I meet people every day. And they do some amazing things for me that I never thought that anyone would. Please, if you thought you were the last. No, thank you for my ex. That is now printed on your forehead as far as I'm concerned. Like a yellow print. So I can see it real good. Oh, my glasses. I don't know where I come up with the stuff from, but it just comes in. You mad because you lost somebody that don't have no goddamn self-control. You know, my daddy may be a drug addict. People may not think he's much, but he only has 2 children. And my mother only has 2. But he's a better father than my mother ever was. That way. Y'all give me 5 seconds. I left my drink in there. 5 seconds. My daddy, if I call him right now, what you doing, baby? How you doing? Come see your daddy. My mother just give me hell and high water and problems. Ever since I was born. Tried to kill me when I was a baby. It's gonna be okay. I'm just walking. Chill out. Some ice. Some ice. Get your eyes. Bring your eyes. Bring your eyes. Lay down. Good boy. Y'all people need to stop. Look. I learned to stop chasing a running horse. And they don't have to be a Sagittarian. I see a running mouse, a running snake, a running dragon. If they running, why are you still chasing them? Where you see they're worth that. Because sometimes if you want your twin flame back, you got to stop chasing them. You got to stop chasing your twin. Let him be there. Let him do this. Like this. Just kind of look at what the fuck he lost. All this garden that y'all grew together. Just stop. Let him go. Let him go. It's not a bad idea to just live in the moment of your own life. Yeah. And my daddy's a drug addict, alcoholic to this day. And my mother she gave up alcohol and she gave up drugs, which both my parents, when I was born, were drug addicts. They gave up all of that. And she's the worst one of all three of us. She tried to kidnap me and beat me up in the middle of the highway. My daddy always said, I love you, baby. All I want you to do is come for my birthday, come for Father's Day, and call me. Who's the better parent? And he do more drugs than a little bit. May I ask a question? Of course, Shirley. Does it make him a bad parent? Everything I ever got in my life as a kid, it came from him. Not her. Him. And he's been doing drugs before I was born. Yeah. I'm a drug baby. But it doesn't mean it made me crazy. Matter of fact, for some reason, I grew up one day and I realized it made me smarter than everybody else around me, which is why I'm okay with leaving them right where they is. Can you tell me if B is dangerous? If you're asking me, then yes, they are. End of statement. You can tell his name or not. If you're asking me if that person is dangerous, yes, they are. You listen to your intuition. It doesn't steer you wrong. And as soon as B has a lock on you, like a baby or something, you'll see if you let it go that far. Don't let it go that far. Girl, leave while you can. My mother, she was with a man. When they first met, he was like the sweetest guy. And then he started putting his hands on me and her. He was from, no offense from all of my watchers that are from Haiti, but he was Haitian. Then his mama came from Haiti over to us, and she tried to hex our house. She did a spell on all of us. It still hasn't gone away for them, but I don't want to be near it. They still go through the same struggle. So if you see ugly is ugly. It don't matter what mask it wears. Period. And put some likes on this page. You still here? Put some likes on this page. I have an agenda. I don't mind answering your questions, and I ain't asking you to pay for it. So like and subscribe, even if you don't subscribe to the bell. I have an agenda to make YouTube pay me. So if you don't subscribe, YouTube was not pay me, and then I have to start charging for each question, and I don't want to do that. And there is, like Sherry said, thank you so much, sweet love. There is a donation. It's my Cash App right below. If you don't want to donate, I'd rather be paid by my employer than be paid by. But if you do want to donate, it's listed in my subscription my subscription box. So please, I mean, really, have a heart at some point and stop just expecting everything for like free. What you give to the universe is what you get back. If you keep asking and you don't give nothing back, then you won't get nothing from the universe. Even I like literally cut homeless people's hair just so they can look good for themselves. I give you all free readings. I do free things all the time. I donate to the universe. So donate if you can. I'm not pressuring you to do anything. All I'm really asking you to do is like, subscribe, and share, even if there's no bell button every time I come online. Thank you so much. True, then he will turn around and do something nice to keep me in the look. It depends on the person, sweet. It's the truth. I can't tell. God, source, universe does not control people. The reason why you're in this situation is because he wants to know what you are going to do, because he made you, or they made you, or your ancestors, they are part of you. Who are you? Are you going to keep wondering, will he turn around? Or are you going to turn yourself around? Say, nah, bro. It's not how it's going to work. Step up or get out. Keep you in the loop of what? His brand new girlfriend, or the reason why he's not, or isn't, or won't, or this, or that, or the other? Nah, bro. No, it's not. It's not bad to be transparent. No. You just kind of got to be in a relationship with somebody that is transparent too. Otherwise, you feel like you in lack. Like somebody won't share with you, or somebody won't, and they find it. Don't be with somebody that's going to find your weakness and then use it against you. That's what I'm saying. Don't be with somebody that's going to find your weakness and use it against you. Do you know what kind of heart that person has to have? How much childhood wounding they have to have lived in? Mm-mm. Nah, baby. Don't let them find you. You know what? If they want to find a weakness and be sneaky, then don't give them none. And feed them the same long-handled spoon that they got fed, that they trying to feed you. It's not like you can't find somebody else and do the same damn thing. But I'm not saying to do that. Live in light and love. You have it's a fork in the road right here. See this fork? You can either follow it. If I can't beat you, I join you. Or you can just leave them the fuck alone and go on about your own business. What sounds like a happier road? Because if you join them, then here comes all this chaos. But if you go about your own fork in the road and make them grow up and come and join your cup, or they don't, either way, who's happier? Thank you so much. Who's happier here? The person that left all the chaos that person was bringing. It's unhealthy. That's right. And you did the right thing. If you feel like somebody's dangerous, please, 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 please don't do it. My mama knew that her baby daddy, my brother's dad, was dangerous. But she still stayed with him until he got deported to another country because he was so dangerous. Back to his country. She lost her daughter. Had a son by this man. Her son didn't even like him. The guy was dangerous. And then it finally took a police officer and a judge to deport him for her to leave him. Stupid is as stupid does. Now she has 2 children. And neither of them, well, only one of them still got their daddy. Me. Because my daddy wasn't dangerous. He was the really nice one. He was the sweet one. You feel me? He was the one that has, since, even though she was 15 and he was 21, he has never left that woman's side. When I really met up right again with my family at 26, she knew exactly what my daddy was, because he never left my family's side. And you know what? His family lives here where I live in San Antonio. That's cities away. But he never left that woman's side to this day. And all she did was got beaten by every man that she chose a side of him. And it broke his heart so much he can't stop doing the crazy things he's into. That's the thing. And that's her karma, and it's his. Is that the one she put so much emphasis in, and every person after that, it just ain't gonna work out. Because you can't take a good thing from a good thing. She just had too much mouth and left. And I remember when I was a baby, them arguing. And the reason they were arguing is my mama got too much mouth in the first place, which is why we argue. Because she got too much mouth. Like, too much mouth, I mean, you can't tell her, Mama, I'm going to go home, without her trying to beat you up. You can't tell her, Mama, I'm kind of going through something. Can you just come at me like a really quiet way? Without making you feel like you wasn't worth anything. Baby. You gonna live your karma out. And I didn't create it. This is your life to live. I'm over here. I got the fuck away from you. And that's for sure. I don't need your permission. I'm grown. Too bad you gave me up as a child. Then you probably could have done all that and it worked. But I am old enough to know better. Too bad for you. And the man you thought you loved has been deported back to his country for doing stuff in this country you shouldn't do. And you were an illegal immigrant. You better be glad you was here in the first place. And then you messed it up. And then you beat a woman like, I saw it with my own eyes. Watched this man beat my mama all the damn time. It didn't start out that way, but it ended like that. It was the middle was like that. I was 7 years old when she met that man. He didn't leave or get deported till a year to 2 years before I met her again. When I met her again, I was 26. My brother was dang near in high school. His daddy. And it took all of that before she even touched a church. No, mug. The only reason why you in church is because you're trying to get forgiveness. And honestly, you can't get forgiveness until you forgive yourself. And you can't cause havoc and hate in the life of the person you hurt the most and still get God's blessing. 22022 on the clock. You still got to deal with it. I don't care if you have sleepless nights. Every day you walk, you think of me. Everything you buy, you remember me. Everything that is your karma. Let it go. I did. You can't put hexes on people. You can't do bullshit. Hi, Natasha. You can't. You know all I do? I pray for them and wish them the best. And that's her favorite son. I couldn't even say hi to her. But he can get gold out of her butt. She gonna live with that karma for the rest of her life. And ain't gonna feel all that great. It's always gonna be regret right here. Regardless of what she tried to do. Since the day I was born to the day she died. And I'll still be here. Bet. You need to climb out of the mess you live in. You're creating your own mess, sweet love. Yeah, I know it's her loss, but tell her that. I dare you to. Ooh, don't talk to that woman. I don't even want to wish that on your life. She crazy than a football bat. And those two sports just don't mix. It's either football or baseball. Just don't worry. All you got to do is keep moving because nobody made breath for you but you. Don't be angry. Don't be sad. Enjoy the gift that God gave you, which is the ability to move around anytime you want to. These are your legs. And this is your ability. And it also goes for all of you who have questions about the people that left. That's right. Shirley, don't forget that. Don't ever forget, a dad will teach you if he's a good dad, a kind dad. I can't say the same for every dad. But my dad taught me a lot. He taught me my worth. And he's on drugs and he drinks every day and he does this and does that. sleep with everybody. I mean, every woman he had more women. He had more women than a little bit. But he didn't teach me to be that way. He's a very good dad. You know, my dad worked in a chicken restaurant all his life to make sure I was fed, to make sure I had the best toys, to make sure I had the best things, to make sure I was clothed, and my mother didn't. Took his child support money, and then when he got his check, he brought it to the person I lived with and bought my toys. I was living with my mother. All my clothes were in a garbage bag. And that is the truth. So, the point is, don't let nobody treat you like garbage. You're worth more than that. Period. Have that resting bitch face until somebody sees your worth. Then you can smile. Which is why I smile on here. Because I notice that everybody notices the worth I'm trying to give them. I love being on here. I really do. Let somebody earn your love. Don't let somebody just take it. People will always try to fend for themselves. But you don't want a fender. Can I stand? What do I need to stand for? Get your porno ass on. What do I need to stand for? Can you stand? Where's your chat line at? So you can see yourself. Look what you're asking. Pornographic person. No, I can't stand for you. I stand for myself. Please just move around. Don't make me block you. I don't want to do that. Get out of my chat line. Get out of my chat box. No, I can't stand for you. I once. Bye. Bye. We won't miss you. It's the craziest stuff I've ever seen. Bye. Bye. And that's not even your real name while you own some other BS. You just hide behind a picture in a chat line. Bye. I'm giving you the chance. I'm giving you the chance to leave my chat. I don't have no answer for you. I'm not standing for you. Matter of fact, if I got to stand up, I'm quitting the live and coming back without you. Move around. Nice to meet you. Bye. They do people so wrong and put themselves under under these names that make other people look bad when they're really American, just acting a fool. Because if they were of any other country and spoke any other language, it would be broken. Broken language. I read for other countries all the time. And this guy speaks perfect English. Even Europeans don't. Europe, they don't speak English. He's about as dumb as a box of rocks. About as dumb as what he's saying. I'm gonna give him a little moment in the chat box before I sick my dogs on him. You don't speak 3 languages. You're about as dumb as they come. Which one? Parlez-vous français? Or tu sabes español? What do you speak? What do you speak? Stupid fuck. That's oh my God. Okay, take your German and Arabian with your Dutch speaking ass out of my, and I speak German too. I did. I studied in high school. You need to shut your fucking mouth and get off my chat line. Let me go ahead and block you because you ain't worth talking to. This is dumb. I don't even know. Just remove all of you. All of you. All of you. Why do they do this? Why they come on my chat line wanting so much attention? Because their life is so goddamn boring. Don't nobody want them. So they come over here and try to be all in my chat box doing stupid stuff. Shut the freak up. Nobody wants you here. And if that didn't work, I'll try something else. Why the heck do they do that? Oh my gosh. Because I don't like you. And I don't want you here. I don't want you here. You're an attention grabber, but you really have no reason to be here. And I want to talk to people with a reason to be here. With like a soul, a heart, something to say. Well, I'm so glad this is what you want. Now I stop. So anybody else in the chat group? I'm so sorry about this stupid stuff. Well, if no one else. Hi, Rashima. Hi, sweet baby. How you doing, sweet love? Thank you for coming in. What are you doing today? Doing what you gotta do. You're always awesome, sweet love. I'm so glad you're here. I always love your positive energy. And you know what? I think I'm going to copy and paste your Bible scriptures because they are so awesome. I'm really serious. You know, religion is pertinent to people's lives. It teaches you morality. Thank you for coming, Rashima. I appreciate you so much. You always come through for me. I mean, and if you can repost those Bible scriptures, because I can't find them again. If you repost them, I will most definitely make sure that I copy them down. Because you know what? A lot of them I knew, but some of them I didn't. I'm glad you did it though. Sometimes the right message is right on time. So I'm much appreciative. Thank you for always bringing positivity. There it is. Thank you. And I just copied it. So thank you so much. And I'm going to read them. That's how that works. I appreciate you. And you're much appreciated. Oh my God. What time is it? Okay, it's 5. I'm good. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you so much, too. Thank you so much. You know, a lot of people don't accept the truth. So I appreciate that I can be my Sagittarian self. That's what I'm supposed to do, is be truthful. And the truth will set you free. And that's just not just a saying, it's the truth. So I appreciate you, Shirley, and I appreciate you, Rashima. Y'all are God's gift to every single piece of this earth. Y'all are God's gift to air. Much love to both of you. Well, I hurt because I feel your hurt. I don't want you to hurt. That's why I do this. I don't want you all to just keep being in a place that doesn't make you happy, doesn't make you smile. So I feel it. That's the point. One time, somebody came on here, and as I was telling her a story, I just started crying. And it wasn't my emotions, it was hers. I feel your feelings when you ask me a question. Look, I have stress in my back right now that wasn't there until we had this conversation right now. It's hurting. I feel things that I can't help, and that's why I'm here. Now I have to tiger bomb it. To all those who were in my live yesterday. Let me tell you something. Rashima, are you still here, love? Let me tell you something, okay? The cure to depression is to live life in happiness. And the cure to depression is stop blaming shit on yourself. Sometimes things just happen. Rashima, how's your day been, sweet? Oh, God. I can feel your depression all in my body. It's driving me nuts. Aw, I'm so happy. It's been great. What a way to make me smile. It's not about talking about it, because that's another part of healing, as that you actually do speak of it. We have, in my chat room, we do not discriminate, hate, any of that. We are accepting and loving of each other always. No matter what I do, no matter what you do, or how you feel, or how I feel, we are accepting. I accept how you feel, but it doesn't make it a right direction. A correct direction is, you remember that feeling when you were a kid and then somebody fucked it up for you eventually. And that is the cure, is to remember that feeling and never let anybody penetrate it, but add to it. Remember your favorite toy? You remember what you did? When I was a kid, my first favorite memory was being in the orchestra. I was learning the string bass and the cello at the same time. My orchestra teacher didn't know where the heck to put me. I was first chair string bass. I was first chair cellist. My orchestra teacher literally didn't know what to do with me. She just kept teaching me things. And everything she taught me, I learned. She gave me a book to learn the string bass. She gave me a book to learn the cello. And I learned it. The fun part is I did it. When I was also at the same grade, at the same time, when I was doing all that, the DARE program, Dare to Not Do Drugs, I was the DARE program winner for my essays that same year. And then I realized there's nothing I cannot do. Yeah, I learned that I was smart and gifted from God. Look, it's not about being smart and gifted from God. It's just that God gave me all these opportunities to learn my gifts. When I was in elementary school, I learned I could sing in elementary school. And then God gave me somebody that said, I will teach you, I will give you voice lessons. I said, okay. And then I was joined the choir, and we made all-state choir, and we had this whole big performance in this big, huge, Jesus, I don't know why I can't think of the name right, auditorium. And like the auditorium, the same auditorium that they did the dance of the Nutcracker. I performed in that auditorium with all my other choir people as a kid in elementary school. I made it. So there's nothing you cannot do. That's kind of the point. And the point is, that the greatest of the greatest performed in that auditorium too. The Nutcracker performed in there. The first full string orchestra I ever heard perform there as well. And I was in the orchestra. We had a field trip. They took a bus. We took a bus over to this auditorium, and they performed for us. And it was so amazing. The best thing I ever experienced was seeing the place where I performed and sang a song in 8th grade. And in 9th grade, it was 6th grade. And in 8th grade, because that middle school is still elementary, 7th grade, it was the next year. 7th grade, my orchestra teacher, arranged for us to take a bus to this full string, and they performed so many songs like the Canon in D. They performed so many strings. All I could hear was music. Yes, you can post a question. You know how it works in here, sweet. Welcome to live stream. I only am here live. I say perform, like that's because it's still in my head. And it made me like such a different person because I just became a performer after that. Like I learned how to play the sax, alto and tenor. They're the same, but they have very different notes. And one is treble clef and one is not. I learned so much. Okay, sweet. Let me read your. Do you see Martin Capricorn giving romance to 50% if I choose him? Sweet love. I think you know the answer to that. Pumpkin! Oh my God! Hey, baby! Now I know you watched the movie. I am not even gonna say it. I ain't gonna hide it. I know you watched the movie. Don't poop in your pumpkin pie. You know you watched that movie, girl. Okay. Then let me tell you what it is. If you're in a relationship and somebody's only giving you 50%, then they will always only give you 50%. But if you're in a relationship where somebody's giving you 100% of themselves, and that's really just themselves, then maybe you should accept. And if it's A, not acceptable to you, then don't be in it. But B, accept them for who they are. Don't poop in your pumpkin pie. Thank you, pumpkin. I appreciate you coming by. If there's issues that you just can't get over, then you will never. Not while you're with them. You haven't spoken? Let me put down my drink. Let me tell you something. How the heck? Who cares what other opinions are like buttholes? Everyone has one. Okay? That doesn't mean that they can read everything in their chart. Doesn't mean that the person that you are trying to get, even though it may be a Capricorn, what do you know what else is in their chart? Do you know what makes them lovely? Why do you love him then? If you think he's going to poop in your pumpkin pie. Well, the only thing is, you can't have a second with somebody you ain't spoke to. How you going to do that? Closed mouth don't get fed. So talk. Open your mouth. And if he's not of Chantel, look, closed mouth don't get fed, sweet. It doesn't matter. You can meet a new person in a grocery store and still end up together. Dating. Make sure you date and keep your legs closed. Because you want them to love you first, who you are. That means they have to have interest in something other than what's between your legs. But you can also go for it. Go for it. Now, when it comes to marriage, no woman should ask a man to marry them. But when it comes to a date, a woman can make themselves available. That means, hi, how you doing? You're a cute little man. What's your name? Because sometimes people think you're so beautiful that they are scared to ask you out. I get it a lot. Okay? Okay? Okay. And yes, I think I'm beautiful. I really do. Look at this stupid guy above on my chat live. Sitting here calling me beautiful and all that mess. Don't ignore me, baby, please. This, that, and the other. Hey, come on now. Come on now. And if they say no, okay. Hi, Candy. No, I don't feel like, if you like him, I don't feel like you should wait. You got the, come on now. Chantel, if you got the date down, you know you shouldn't wait. Sometimes I don't even remember when I met a person. Sometimes I don't even remember their name. But doesn't mean that we're not supposed to be together and I won't learn it. And I'm just really bad with names. It doesn't mean that I deserve love too, fucks. Just don't ask the person to marry you. You wait for them. And if it takes too long, then they really have inner child issues. And I'm not talking about no 3 months and then you want a marriage question. That's ignorance in a big box. May I be one on the free list? You are one on the free list. All you got to do is put your question in the chat box. But thank you so much for asking how I am. Yeah. But somebody's got to, closed mouth don't get fed. Somebody's got to initiate. Like what I'm saying is, like your office, like his office is right here. And his cubicle for, to the office is right here, and your cubicles, and y'all think that y'all really, he may like to be looking like over, and you may be like looking over him, and then you say, "Hey, how you doing?" So all of a sudden, you're talking at the water fountain or the coffee machine, and then all of a sudden, you're, having this like flirty conversation, and then all of a sudden, either he or you say, "Hey, let's go for coffee," or "Let's go to the park. I really like to run or walk or do something." So you've put yourself out there and he hasn't replied back. Candy, do you see me meeting the person I need next? You will always meet the person you need next. You're not dead. I think my ex fiance back as soon as I'm with new. You don't get with a new person and break their heart by make just to make your ex jealous. That is like the worst thing you can do to someone else. You haven't appeared on him the second. Okay. So July 21st, you wrote him. What did you write him? Because that really kind of all depends. That's not what I asked you. Okay. So rewrite your question. You said, "I think my ex fiance is coming back as soon as I meet a new person." Shake my head. So if you meet a new person, then you don't use that new person to make your ex fiance jealous. If you want your ex fiance back, wait. But that's your loss. And that's what I'm saying. Because the new person may actually be a really great person for you. Hello. I know what I said. The last time I wrote, you can't use a new person you ain't met, girl. Let me take a minute. How you gonna use somebody you ain't met? But if you have a new person and it does make your ex-fiance jealous, would you leave that new good ass person for an ex motherfucker who did you wrong in the first place? Use your mind. Well, then why don't you put your own words in your mouth the way you meant them? Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I got irritated, but I'm just. People have. Yes, I told him asking for a job opportunity connection, and my. Well, you. Look, Chantel, baby, men are like pieces of paper. They don't know nothing until you write something on it. So you really have to kind of look. You really have to say something. Closed mouth don't get fed. So if you want the man, you can't ask him for a job and he think you want him like that. He receives a billion applications every day. But one thing you can do is tell him I like you. Can we go out on a date? Because sometimes men just kind of don't. And if he has a lady at home, that's an exceptional and a different opportunity that you just got to let go of. Because you do not ever want to break up a happy home, nor do you want to be a third party. But if he's single and available, just you don't need to be the one asked for marriage, but you do need to be the one. If he doesn't know how you feel, then nobody is a mind reader. Hi, Lisa. Cindy. Either you get the point or you don't. Thank you. A person's not a mind reader, sweet. You just have to let them know. Otherwise, he just knows you're applying for a job. He doesn't know that you like him like that. And you know what? Do me a favor, all of you. Especially if you have not liked and subscribed. Even if you don't ring the notification bell. Do me one big, huge favor. Do not try to steer what I feel from the ethers into your direction. It is what it is, or it ain't what it ain't. Can I get some clarity on this situation I've been in, like this guy that I have zero contact with for too long? I know that this has no chance to work, but I can't stop thinking about him. Why do you not have zero contact? Why is there zero contact, Lisa? And Chantel, if I tell him this, I like you, do you want to go on a date? Could you see if he would reply? Honestly, God, I don't care. All these cards. Heed the vibes. I don't care. All these cards. If you tell him that you want to go on a date and he does not reply, then no is an answer. But at least you know the answer. But if you do tell him that you actually are interested, and you say, damn, I didn't even know, somebody, some cute girl like that would be interested in me, then I guess you won yourself a date then. You never know. God does not affect self-will. I mean, the self-will analogy is in the Bible. I don't affect self-will. Okay. We met when we were in high school. He was my first crush. Okay. So you met again. So you met somebody. How old are you now? Are you in older like situation? If you're in an older situation and you met again, try again. Why not? You only have one life to live. He studies abroad. So you know all his business. And you haven't seen this person since high school. So y'all both are in college. American college is college. A long time before high school. How do you know he studies abroad? You been stalking this guy? I'm laughing. But okay, my plus oh my god. Why is this coming? Why are these like mispronunciations coming out of my mouth? I'm not one to mispronunciate. I gotta take my puppy out. You see him over here. He's crawling around his bed because he's got to go to the bathroom. Okay. I get that. Understood. Now I have something to say about that. You know the man studying abroad. Are you willing to move where he is? Even though you have your own endeavors here or where you're at. Because honestly, kind of don't start a love relationship unless you're willing to. You can't ask that man to give up his studies. It's his life too. But you also, before you give up your life, have to talk to him as well and let him know how you feel. And if he doesn't know that you still like him, love him, want to talk to him, want to be a part of his life, are you really willing to uproot everything you have to go over to where he is to say, hi, and how are you? Because he's not going to leave his life for somebody he don't know that like him. He's trying to create a future for himself. So you decide what you should do. You live in a completely different place than he does. And I mean like a broad kind of place. Do you want to move? Because he's not going to give up what he's studying for. Why? If y'all went to the same school, did y'all have the same class? Did y'all have the same class? Yes, we were in the same class. Okay, check it out. So you were in the same class at the same school. So why not reach out and say in the first year of high school? Well, baby, I remember when I was in ninth grade and I had a crush on somebody. I did. It was a whole guy. I still remember this guy. I see him all the time. However, when I moved to the next grade, I had a crush on a girl and she became a girlfriend. Different kind of lover. Now, this guy came to my house and eventually went like towards the end of my high school year. Well, after high school. But we slept together. But he also had a girlfriend, so I knew it wasn't going nowhere. I mean, and I can't even say that we had slept together because after it all kind of happened, I realized, goodness, I just kind of really liked the way he looked. Not so much him. And when we did actually try to copulate, it didn't go well. I think it's like the worst I've ever had in my entire life. I was 18 and now I'm 40. I have something else to say behind that. When I was with a female in college, she got married after we broke up to a fireman, had a child. I didn't hold that, I wasn't like, oh my God, you had a child. It's bullshit. No, she invited me. Yes, I'm 40. Thank you. She invited me to her house over and over and over again. I think she kind of secretly wanted me to just she wanted to make me a side piece. Hold up, my friend. Mm-mm. When you're in high school, you're all single. So maybe your question should be, I don't know why I'm thinking of it like this, but maybe your question should be, or your response or your message should be, hi, how you doing? You remember me? I'm Lisa. Remember in such and such grade I used to sit behind you. Thank you. Y'all don't see all these gray hairs? I see them. It's driving me nuts. And they're driving me nuts. You know what? I'm trying to let my hair grow out. Usually I keep like a shorter cut, but I'm trying to let my hair grow out so that I can get dreadlocks. So this is kind of the stage I'm at right now. This is the pretty I'm wearing. But thank you so much. That's so sweet. But just because it's been a long time doesn't mean, you've been forgotten. That's not how that works. So remind him who you are. That way, you may have to do a whole lot of traveling, considering he's way, that's abroad. But if you want what you want, then go after it. But something is telling me to tell you, hurry up. There's a whole lot of ladies out here. Billions of people in this world. And he's many miles away. Doesn't mean like cheater stuff. That means like if you got a good cup of drink, you better hurry up and get a sip. That way. Not in a bad way. And don't turn into like something crazy like he's cheating on you just because he's abroad and you can't afford to live there or move. Once somebody chooses you, they choose you. That is it. Can I ask? Yes. Isa, you can ask. You'll say, you can ask. But please, you see my dog squirming around? He's got to pee. No, you don't. I'll try. You do it. Do it, girl. I love you. And he probably still do too. Just remind him exactly who you are. Remember, I was the fourth row in the back of the, you know what I'm saying? You know, me and my friend, such and such. And they'll be like, oh, yeah. See, he's squirming, y'all. He's got to pee. And when he lays down like that, he's going to pee on his pillow and it's going to make me mad. Because it's going to make my office smell like pee. And I'm not about to do it. So write your comments, questions, and all that in the chat box. I will be right back. I promise you. Do I have a dog? You see him squirming around? He's squirming around because he's got to pee. So if y'all give me 1 second to take him out, because it's been another hour, and I fed him a lot of food and gave him a lot of water, so it's my fault. But I have to take him out. Y'all give me a second, please. Come on, Max. Let's go potty. You want to go potty? Let's go potty. Max him up. Max. Bring your behind right now. No, I don't want to hear it. You act like you got it. You ain't got to go. But you do. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh my God. You're about to go. And not because I want you to, but because I know you're lying. Come on. Okay. Oh my God. He was trying to lie. Act like he didn't have to go. And then it took him a long time to use the restroom and all that stuff. But I've got to go though. I'm so sorry, y'all. We're going to do another segment. I promise you. Let's have a meeting I have to get to. Much love to you all. I'll see you soon. And Izza, would you like, you would like to know if my Aquarian ex is going to communicate with me? He's a Sagittarian. Honestly, it depends on who was wrong. A Sagittarian, if you were wrong, they're going to hold on. They're going to hold on. I'm a Sagittarian. They'll hold on. They will. They will stand their ground. So if you want a communication from a Sagittarian, you're going to have to communicate with them. Especially if you was wrong. It's really kind of tough out here. But honestly, a Sagittarian won't ever do you wrong if you didn't do them wrong. Sagittarius are very loyal until they find a reason not to be. That's the thing. It's not even a look for one. It's because someone gave them a reason not to be loyal. That's how we are. Much love to you. And just if you want a Sagittarian back, you really don't have to go talk to them. That's how we are. I know. I'm not even going to show it because it's nobody's business. Your business, your business. But you gave a Sagittarian a reason not to be loyal to you. You're going to have to get that Sagittarian back if you want him. And then don't mess up again, Aquarian. I had an Aquarian. My next door neighbor just messed up with me. I will not mess with her. I won't send my dog to her house. I had an Aquarian each time I've been to jail in this last 4 years has been by an Aquarian on their lies and bullshit. Not to be mean. It's not about you. So if you want a Sagittarian back, you're going to have to change that and actually stop trying to be, every time something happens, you feel like you got to attack. Sagittarians don't like that. So you're going to have to change that if you want to be with any fire sign, worse yet, a Sagittarian. Because you can feed their fire. Okay? Truth. I'm telling you the truth. And you know what? That girl made me so goddamn. I was hanging out with her kids, taking her out to the hub, teaching them music, all this stuff. And then she got mad at me for actually, I don't even know, like no reason. She just kind of started going off. So I went home. And then she threw a glass bottle at my door. Then I went and grabbed a knife because I felt threatened by her. Because when I went outside, she had a piece of the glass bottle trying to cut me on my neck. And now, this is my next door neighbor. Now she thinks she right. And then call me a pedophile. Fuck. You sent your kids all to my house this whole time. I've known you. And you gonna say that about me? And I've been nothing but good to you and your family? Aquarians, stop making shit up in your head against a Sagittarian. Because we don't play that. No, you can't do us like that. Especially if and when and we are divinely protected. The reason you're not getting access is because you did something. And remember that. I will talk to you all later. I don't know. I might delete part of the end of this video because that was really personal, but it's true. I mean, seriously. Like her daughter was, I went to sleep in my living room. Like her kids come over my house, play in my house. I mean, even if I fall asleep, they're still here and they go back home. If any one of them had anything to say, she would have heard something. I've been living here for months. She's been doing it for months. Crazy as this crazy does. Wait. Also, let me mention the other thing. When Aquarians kind of know something that nobody knows about somebody, they'll throw it up in their face. That'll make an art that. Don't you know that's feeding fire? That's feeding air to a flame. I'm already mad. And then you mention something that ain't really got nothing to do with you, our relationship, or nothing else. Just because I told you the reason I'm in this situation is because then all of a sudden you make that situation and throw it in my face. Y'all have to stop doing that. I'm so sorry. Or you make a situation bigger than it has to be. And it doesn't have to be that big. You can actually not do that. Try it. I've got to go. I'm so sorry. If y'all heard my alarms go off, I've got to go. I have a meeting. This is Ace of Wands Sahara. I will be back soon for all of your questions. Thank you so much for joining. I always appreciate you. Thank you for sharing, subscribing, and everything else. Thank you for being uniquely you. Thank you.